Stupid.
EA Sports.
What I mean is not a dream. Ooh. All right. And we are back for the playoffs. Number 1, Florida State going up against number 4, Penn State. Let's look at the coach and hire stuff. Alright, Lee Jackson joined. Louisville is up for grabs. Number 3, Missouri up for grabs as well. Number 20, Liberty up for grabs. And number 15, North Texas. Wow, babe, your team's up for grabs. Exactly, you know what I'm saying, bro? 2 stars is crazy. Number 1, Florida State going against number 4, Penn State, and we already know this is going to be a crazy game of the week right here. I have to commentate because it's going on YouTube.
Welcome everyone to Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Cotton Bowl. Part, of course,
this is what I had to do. And the Seminoles getting the ball first.
We are about to get cranked
Penn
up
State
with a
semifinal
semifinal collision.
And home going to 4 ball.
Returner decides to fair catch this. So Florida State's offense is
Am
going
I
to get a chance
annoying
to start this game off. First, the
Are
home
you
of the
just
Cotton Bowl in modern times
interested
have
in
become
what I'm saying?
AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This is, of
And
course, is
DJ
one of
was
the
allowed
first
coming
championship
out
game
here,
of the playoff
leading his
era was
team that he's
played.
been doing
Well,
all
who could
year.
forget
And
that? When Ohio State took care of
Yeah,
Oregon
the
to win the national
first
championship from
one
Urban
of the
Meyer.
game.
And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get
As
bigger
we
and
saw
bigger
last
in
week,
this
the tough
setting.
game against
The
Notre
pressure
Dame.
these players feel,
But they
let's see
came
who
out
can
with a
handle
win.
that the best
Close
today.
one, 25
Taken
to
down,
8.
but not before he makes the first down.
Good push up front.
And Total Philly already severely injured. I'm gonna have to fix that real quick.
By this back, I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warren Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Anyways, Wardell getting a game of 3 on the play. 7-7 coming up. It's been all run this entire drive, and Luke is going to take over.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei.
And getting the ball out before he gets hit, and Brown getting the ball, getting it
past midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. The Seminoles have to keep this drive moving.
Holmes in the backfield, ready to run the ball.
The
and Holmes has a wide open lane. Get the first down and more. He's at 29.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
It's moving the ball down the field very, very quickly.
On 1st and 10,
no problem so far. Finding Holmes out of the backfield.
It's
Holmes fighting for yards, getting 9.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So,
the Noles are going to cash in the red zone. They look to throw it here on 2nd down.
Throw the ball away.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete.
Get that ball away. Abdul Carter in that backfield.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And Abdul Carter, potential number 1 pick in the draft this year. And Luke is getting around, getting it to the 10.
Nice pickup on the play. And the Noles with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
Tight end. Tight end drops the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10.
And Douglas catching the ball. 3rd and 3.
After the completion, the offense really threatening
Very,
now.
very dangerous territory
Down
here.
conversion coming here in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's hit right as he throws
4th and 3. 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more.
I'd be
I'd be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal
And
team.
putting up 3
Field goal
points.
is good.
Yeah.
So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
17 left in the first
Well,
quarter.
they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone.
Ball out. And Harris.
He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
Around 13.
So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
In the clear
Finding
at
the
the
opening
25.
and getting it to
It's
the
a nice game. They move the football up to the 27. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, they've been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on.
They can him drop the ball. 3rd and 7. Good defense from
Now the offense faces
Desire.
and long from the 30. Can they convert
Coming
and
down,
get a
figuring
drive
down,
going?
and watching the running back.
Pressure is coming.
And Sam Riley getting the
This
sack.
defense
Having
making
a
a
4th
big
and
play.
13, and the punch
Nittany
comes out.
Lions will
They
line
come
up
back
to
to
kick it
the
away.
ball for
Looking to flip the field here.
Ohio State beating Alabama 48-32, moving on to a national
The coverage
championship.
team able to bring the
And we'll
returner to
see
the ground.
who Ohio State will be
And the
leading that
Seminoles offense
championship
comes
at the
back
end
on
of
the
the
field.
game.
Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a
Moves in the
short
backfield,
field goal.
gets the ball
They
up.
improve upon that here.
Find some type of
Stopped
lane
short
and
of
get
the marker
3
after
yards
just
on
a
the
short
run.
gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Bringing pressure.
Oh my, Abdul Carter getting in that backfield.
It's incomplete.
Providing pressure.
Man, you got to
On
love this
that
if you're a
play.
defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that
And
incompletion.
finding tight end, but the
That
tight
one
end
is
not being able to get the
incomplete.
ball.
The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they had enough yards for the first down on that
We're
throw.
seeing the 4th and
but a
7, and the
clutch
offense is
hit
not
right
coming
here
off the
defensively
field.
jars the ball free.
The offensive
No
coordinator
first
is
down.
very, very. Whoa!
It's a 4th down
What
stop.
the hell
The
was that?
offense will take over in plus territory.
Nah, bro. There was no pressure in my face. No pressure in my face. What the fuck was that? Oh my
Take
goodness.
here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball
Give me this.
back to...
Yeah, they gonna try and shoot me out, but it's okay. Cause I gotta get back a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shift this could be.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback. All comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback and they blow up the play.
Right now.
As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of one in this this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far.
And finding Brown on drag route and getting a first down.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Another great throw by this quarterback.
The freshman has been showing out this entire year as he made the freshman All-American.
Boy, Chris, over the years,
And
how many
Luke is
Florida State
getting the
quarterbacks have we
first
seen get in
down
that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw.
Tight end dropping the ball.
Good defensive
Good
play.
pressure
Brings up
from the
2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, get him away.
Nice grab.
Getting the first down.
Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me we'd have a long drive, how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Riangalale. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone. And they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Finding Brown on the drive route. And Brown not going to
Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's got it right.
Luke is not going to get there, dude. Stop that on one.
What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive
my God,
he
got outside, bro.
It's a big game before he goes out of
bounds. Are you watching me play right now?
More than enough for a first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man.
Oh my God.
Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Nittany Lions already at the 43. And start at the 1 and 2 plays later.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
The running back.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42.
I'll be watching a little 3rd and 11.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot.
No, you got to be
He's got it inside the 30. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Aller. He's running out of time here. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job.
Oh my goodness. Let me see this real quick. Replay this. Oh my God. Yeah, my CPU is cooked.
Give the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Holmes just gonna fair catch the ball here.
Decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The pass rush closing in. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. First down. We're going to throw the football.
What is Cypress doing?
Nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play. And the Nittany Lions will line up here on first down and goal. To throw, it's Aller. Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's a second and goal play for the offense.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime.
I have a dual harder. Fucking.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. So they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Caught over the middle. It's Lucas. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. They'll try a pass here. With the catch, it's Douglas. And he'll be brought down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. It was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage. The drive keeps going. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete. A last pass as time expires in the first half. And the Seminoles will kick it deep to begin the second half.
Comeback, that's a very, very great comeback.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Penn State. It was a foot race, and he won it. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Give me this. Graham Jr. with the interception.
Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Risky call by the offensive coordinator,
playing
with the lead
for the love of
in the
God.
second half, throwing the football.
What a place right here. Because nobody,
now you
no
give
high
this
school
defense a
without
chance to
him.
create a turnover, and
I
they
can't even-
capitalize here with the pick.
He's just fucking get the ball
Incomplete. He
out,
was
bro.
hit as he threw. Good pass rush there.
I can't
First
get the
down.
ball out.
Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Uiagalelei.
Finding
Short
progress.
pass
The tight
finds the
end.
tight
Getting
end.
it.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Offense operating from the pistol. Looking to throw again. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that completion. Play action fake, looking to throw.
Quick
pressure,
the
they
back
got
and
him
getting
down for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense.
Man. Let's go. Come on. Let's
the
go.
coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him, getting to the quarterback.
Fuck him.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner.
I don't know what y'all scored it, bro, but lock the
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field.
Y'all look
The
like a
last
bunch of
possession, they
bitches
came
right
up
now.
empty, went for it on fourth down in their end, and got stopped. Grab down the middle. It's Lucas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Looking to throw it on first down.
Caught
over the middle. It's Williams. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Stop the ball at the 44. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team.
Hey, it's an incompletion.
Boy,
It's a nice
oh
job
boy,
by the
oh boy,
quarterback. I know
they
it didn't
love
pan
cheat
out,
because
but
he's
most
there.
important thing is he didn't turn the
He's
football
definitely
over,
there.
and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
They love to cheat. Wow.
Doesn't bring the kick out.
Penn State going
They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Running out of time in the pocket.
Thank you. Why does he, bro?
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense stops him short of the marker of that screen. 4th down.
5 minutes.
The Lions will have to kick this away.
5:30. Jumping back to see the fight.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick completion.
I got a good tight end too, bro.
But we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Grab down
the open space.
It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. The Seminoles will have 1st and 10
back out.
From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's Benson. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand.
No, I want to drop it.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25 ring field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown.
They make
the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
That's caught. It's Brown. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. The Noles come to the line to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fakes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Come on, man. You gotta win it, too. You gotta win it. You gotta win it. More for the 2-point conversion. You got to
when we
want
talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to
it.
start fast, but I didn't know if he thought they would look this good this early.
14-14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set
3:21
now.
left in the 4th quarter. And Mitty Lyons
He's going to
bring the
bring
ball
this
out.
out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense gets back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
No more.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Riley, there we go. There we go.
The senior
There we
able to
go.
make the stop after
Like
a short
that.
gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability.
Sacked on heavy pressure
They're
there.
in 14.
I like how this defense is
It's
bringing
all time
pressure
out
from
here.
all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking to throw. It's Allen. The pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back
Put the ball
sacks.
off.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before time runs out. The defense gets the sack and gets off the field.
Benson back receives the punt. That's the ball. Has no block.
And the
but
coverage team
difficult.
gets the
We can
return
say
to the ground.
I don't wonder.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise.
Finding Brown on the
Pulls it
ground
in.
now.
It's
And
Brown.
Brown to the right and wide.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Finding Thomas
A
actually.
short pitch and catch to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. Their first.
I gotta switch out running backs because my goodness, if I see one of you fumble, I'm going to shit. He can't start twice on offense. Oh, Holmes, you're elusive back. Come on now.
Make some adjustments here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A
Second and
quarterback
two.
with the ability to read
Minute
the defense
16.
properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he
That's
gets
a
it down
fake
to the tight end. You can see
injury.
what he can do after the catch.
So here we go now. 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point?
Holmes breaking the tackle.
And he's brought
Running
down.
straight
That
up the
strong
middle.
stiff arm earned him the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
For the game. They
So the
wish
coach
me
will
luck.
decide to settle for 3 points
For
here.
the
Out comes the
game.
field goal unit.
And it's straight down the middle.
It's
For the
good.
game.
This
The
playoff
Penn
run
State Mode.
continues
I'm
with a
going
kick for
back
the
to the
Angels.
national championship after not being here for 10
That's a
years.
great performance in the pressure moment.
Last
but
time
now
Florida
the
State
job
was
gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the
10
national
real years.
championship game.
This is
and
my
play
first
for that
year
trophy.
being their head coach, so yeah. Yes, it was. They were ranked number 8 at the beginning of the actual college football season this year, right? You want to know how many games they won this year? Uno. Anyways, and I forgot to look at the stats. DJ Ugalali coming out, putting up 55% completion after going up against that tough Penn State defense. Throwing 0 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, but 282 passes. Holmes and Lucas each getting 34 yards on the day. Holmes getting a rushing touchdown. Holmes averaging 5.7 yards per carry. Lucas averaging 4.9 yards per carry. So Philly only getting 12 yards on a day, averaging 6 yards per carry as well. Brown, even though he got injured, still leading his receiving room with 117 yards on the day. Murlock also getting 40 yards on the day. Williams getting 38 yards. And Benson getting 30 yards. Then we come to the defense. Man, Peyton showed up late, but still making stuff shake. 3 tackles for losses on the day. Riley getting 2 tackles for losses. Brown, Graham Jr., Marvin Jones Jr., Murphy, and Lundy each getting 1 tackle for loss as well. And then we have Peyton getting 2 sacks a day as well. Riley, Murphy, and Lundy each getting a sack a day as well. Graham Jr. and Marvin Jones Jr. getting half a sack as well. And then we have Graham Jr. and Little the second getting interceptions on the day. Next week is national championship, and we see Florida State go up against Ohio State. Tune in.